Traders, big move on the open. Boom! You got your move. That was it, man. Look at that. Just straight up. Bulls are in control. Right now, I am just enjoying watching the market. I'm not going to be trading for a few weeks. It's part of my discipline plan. But, man, I really do hope that you guys took advantage of some of these moves and why times are important. You can see right here approaching 10 o'clock. There is one more push for about 5 minutes to kind of peak out at that move. But let's look at some of the gains that you could have made on the SPX, which is the exposure to the S&P 500 index contracts. If you go to the option contracts, you can see right here, look like they open up at 7441, and you got your move, man, just straight up. What a rocket. You know, I always try to plan my trades in 30-minute increments. It really does help me not get caught and trapped on a trend reversal or a pullback. These days, I'm trying to be in and out, but you can see right here, it just skyrocketed right there, peaked out a little bit above 7443 on the S&P 500. Let's look at some of the gains that were just made. Let's say that you chose, with that momentum and that bullish trend, we got some big candles in here. You know, I normally trade on the 1 minute, but you could certainly go to the 5 minute if it's a little bit easier for you to kind of hold through different pullbacks that you see in consolidation. A lot of times to hold that move, you really do have to set some short-term support and resistance to kind of map out the consolidation areas and just walk your trade up, man. Just walk it up. You know, if you need to go into that 1 minute, just walk your trade up, move along with the momentum. Do not fight against that bullish train, you know. But that's one of the best ways to kind of move up your, I call it walking the ladder, man. You're just walking up the trade and like constantly keeping in mind not to get trapped. As you can see right here and right here, a lot of people would have been shaken out right here at 949 if you're panic selling and just having paper hands. You know, you got to be able to hold through these moves, and one of the best ways to do it, I've noticed, is probably even on the 2 minute, and just walk those trades up from the bell. You know, you can see right here, just keep moving them up, and like that's the best way to kind of monitor your day trade, or at least for me. Let's look at some of these 7460 strikes. See what kind of money was just made on the bullish side. You can see right here, I made another video earlier where you could have made some money on the bearish side and kind of got a nice clean move from here to here, and you could have sold these contracts before the market even opened. As you can see, a lot of times I like to try and scalp the SPX before the pre-market. Keep in mind, you cannot sell those contracts at 925. And you can see why. A lot of times you don't want this push to happen when you're bearish right here, right? I mean, you just got absolutely destroyed if you were bearish here on the open. But look at some of these gains that were just made. We're talking $1,000 right there, right when the market opened. $1,115 risk. You know, paper hands folded right there, probably at $170 profit, but then you get your move from 950 up until almost 10 o'clock, 10:05, boom. I mean, we're talking what you're selling for $2,355, so you just made a nice, good, hefty profit for the day. No reason to get greedy and hold, man. Get rid of those things, man. Pass those contracts along. This is zero DTE trading. It's extremely high risk. And, you know, get used to knowing how to hedge your positions. If you're holding shares in the tech sector, you know, using contracts to make some money on the way up and then also making money on the way down is a great way to hedge your portfolio and take advantage of some of these trend changes here. You can see the move, the bullish move was over around 10:05. These contracts were 1,075. Right now they're selling for $1,355. So, you know, this is the part that takes a little bit of patience, right? Patience pays. I mean, you know, making anywhere between $200 to $500 in a few minutes is not a bad trade, even $50, right? There's no reason to be greedy until you get on another level of experience for day trading, and you'll know when. You know, when you stop blowing accounts like I used to. And occasionally, you know, I've been known to over leverage and average down into trades to try to get out, and it's usually never a good thing. Sometimes I get out and sometimes I don't, and I've just learned to know if I'm on the wrong side of the trade, it's best to just get out before your emotions take over. And you know, you don't want your emotions to take over. That's the hard part. Like right now, if you went bearish from 10:05 till 10:10, like you're going to be negative, right? They might come right back up here and retest that area, and you're going to be negative. And sometimes it's better just to cut those emotions out of the picture and just be out of the trade. But certainly, if you're holding 0 DTE, you need to be a highly experienced trader. Giving yourself more time to be right by expiration dates is usually the way to go. Even if you're scalping the chain, you know, that's probably the safest bet in general if you're going to be learning options trading. All right, guys, take care. I hope you have a good session today. If you're out there trading shares or options, definitely a huge move today. Straight up, man. The bulls really just took control. I mean, you know, you're getting a squeeze. They're squeezing out the short positions right now. And, you know, I'm expecting this to possibly retest this area in the 7.473 area. But I guess only time will tell. And you guys enjoy the day trading. You can see right here, man, if you went long 4, 5, 6 days out, June 26th was where it looks like there was a nice pivot. Right there on the opening bell at 940, you could have went long, bullish. I mean, these contracts are just rolling in the money right now. Let's say you took the July 2nds. Let's see what those are up compared to what they were on those dates. So right now on that peak push today, we were at 4,600. Back here on the pivot, those what a sweet entry, right? If only in hindsight and in trading was the same. But you can see right here they positioned at 3 p.m. Those contracts were 1,660. Now you're selling them for 4,100. I mean, I would be out all day long right there. And you can see why I do these 30-minute increments and times for the market. You really do get a sense of a trend, possible trend change coming. And that's when the experience comes in of thousands of trades, right? You'll start to notice the market almost operates like clockwork in 15 to 30-minute increments. But certainly using 30-minute increments in the market will help you enter and exit trades a little bit more safely. I've noticed over the past several thousand trades, my trading has definitely increased by simply watching the times and also being patient, you know, in the market to wait for the setup to come to you, and not basically over trading and trying to force a trade that's not in your favor. All right, well, let's see where this trade goes for today. And yeah, I mean, we're looking bullish still, right? I'm seeing some support right here. It could just be a freaking pullback, and this thing dumps straight back down to these levels, and that would be a nice short if you're set up for it. But like I say, you know, just pay close attention to your price action. You can see right here we're looking a little bullish, you know, but your tight stop, if you were bullish, will be probably way down here in the 7461 range if you were taking a trade in this area. They're going to come test for those stops and try to get you out if we are bullish today. So be expecting a stop loss hunt in this area, and let's see how the day unfolds. Take care, traders. Market Scalper D.